Hey collective, this is such a wild moment that I'm allowing to unfold, and I am really grateful for you being here. I'm just gonna go ahead and get right in. I'm sitting in front of so much of my stuff that I am packing up and I am moving. And I just got back from a walk, and I was just getting a download of this intuitive intelligence, like my highest self, whatever you want to call it. I was just finding myself feeling so awestruck and so full of wonder. And I really came on here because I was getting an inkling of just being wowed by you. being wowed by you. I am wowed by you, by the way. Um, Especially if you leave a like or a comment or subscribe. I'm joking, but actually though, I'm not. Um, you know, this feels so playful. This feels so goofy. I just feel so at home. And the message is that you might think, like, whatever changes you want to happen right now, you might think that, okay, there's this thing I want to happen, I need to happen, yada yada, it's just, this is how it's gonna work out. It's like, just let that go, first of all. Because and I say this from the bottom of my heart, from what I'm learning right now about my own life, and just sharing my experience with you, which is all I really can do. um, what I'm getting is that, and I'll just share my personal experience, is that there were so many things I wanted to happen right now, and I was like, okay, this is how it's gonna happen, this is my next move, this is where I'm going, and none of it happened the way that I thought it was gonna happen at all. If anything, it felt like I was crashing and burning hard. But I knew I needed that. I knew I needed a change. I knew I needed something to happen, something to really have faith in regards to, like, making meaning of what I was going through. And to tell you the truth, I'm so glad that that's how it happened. I'm so glad that I had no idea what was coming. I mean, it's like, if you like surprises, well, just know that the way that you choose to create your life from this point forward, it's funny. It's as if you are creating surprises for yourself. And when we do that, we allow spirit or source or your higher self to come in ways that you purposefully didn't want to see coming. Like, if that doesn't inspire you the least bit, then perhaps this isn't for you. This isn't your message. But just like, trust that what you're creating now it's gonna wow you. And I don't know the timing. We might get into that. We might not. But everything that happens during a reading is part of the reading. And so let's see. I mean, let's see, because and this even, I mean, I started opening up a deck anyways. Not the tarot, but an oracle deck, a favorite of mine. And already, surrender to receive is coming out. And so wherever you are in life right now, just know that you being here is a literal miracle. Like, some part of you who clicked on this video, if you've never been here before, first of all, my name's Antonio and this is Copper Visions. And if you have been here before, then, oh my gosh, just, I feel like saying kick back and relax, but take off your shoes. If you're wearing shoes, I don't know why I'm thinking of that. Maybe you just took your shoes off and now you're, like, getting ready to sit down or something, and just give yourself the love and respect that you need. Yes. Ah, okay. So you have perhaps just let go of something. It says let go, bury. This old version of you, it's time to let it go. So don't be so hard on yourself about how things have happened, right? Like, you're going to be celebrating. You're going to be celebrating the way that the way that you were meant to. I'm hearing. It's just a matter of time. It's always a matter of time. And coming up full circle to how to the thought stream I was in before this really started was that, you know, oh my gosh, I kept getting this message. I seriously kept getting this message of sooner than you think, sooner than you think. And I was just like, this is taking forever. So you might be feeling like something's taking forever, but also the beauty in that is that once everything has started to happen, which I haven't even really talked about what's really going on for me personally, because I might not need to. I mean, it's just the energy. But unless I feel guided to, I will. I'd love to share more. I'm moving. You know, I'm packing up. This is probably the last video you'll see me make in this apartment, but I am moving to a new place, and wow. I am really glad that it didn't happen as soon as I thought I needed it to happen, is what I'm saying. And so you might just you might just benefit from telling yourself, okay, look, I know you want this to happen, right? You to you. And it's going to happen. That's the biggest thing, is that you might have so much doubt. You might have all of these thoughts that are like telling you like no, or like belittling you, or like just reminding you that there's limitations, or there's like financial limitations, or like bodily limitations, or whatever. And honestly, like, we are what we think. And so it is easier said than done to transcend your limiting beliefs or your circumstances and all of that. But you know what? It doesn't matter. Your circumstances don't matter. Truly, like, the deepest part of you should know that, you know what? Everything that I can ever imagine is possible for me. And, you know, I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'm going to get there. And when you decide that for yourself, no matter what it's about, you're going. You're going as soon as you decide. So, man, I mean, that feels like the most pertinent or profound, effective, I want to say, message that I could give you right now with this energy that I'm feeling. And so, whew, wow, I mean, that's it. I mean, the power of now, huh? We only have now. We only have this lifetime, mind you, to live out our dreams, to live out. Ooh, I'm feeling okay. So I don't know what these cards are, but past, present, and future. All right, let's do it. Past. Ooh, wow, destiny path. Omnia unus est. That is profound. Okay, so you stepped into your purpose. You stepped in. You're like, I know what I want to do, at least in this aspect of my life. But this seems like very big, like a big part of your life that you stepped into, or that especially you've been really thinking about. I want to say the last few months. So you know what this is. I don't really have to say, but snakes, this is the year of the snake, so snakes can be significant. So can wasps or bees, and the all-seeing eye, the Philosopher's Stone. I mean, if you're seeing this, you're probably a fan of Harry Potter too. And you just might not know it. Because if you're like, no, oh, you haven't really seen it then, have you? Just kidding. Okay, attract through glow. This is where you are now. You are attracting through glow. You are glowing. This is just actually, the glow is reminding me of my bleached hair, and I didn't even, I've never dyed my hair before this happened, and I'm so glad I did. So if, just in case you feel like you want to do that, yes, like dye your hair or something, or change your appearance in some way. I feel like you either are in this moment, or in this very moment you're changing your appearance somehow, or you were about to. And just know that when you're guided by the sun, when you're guided by your own inspiration, I mean, It's a yes. It's I wanted to say it's a F yes. So this is a season of F yeses. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Whoa. Okay. So this is interesting. The way that this card is coming out, the future moment, is that I flashed it and I didn't even see what it was in the camera for you, and so it's been like glimpses and glimpses. You might know, you have an idea of what's coming, but you don't really know for sure. And now that I feel like I know what's coming, we'll get into it with the tarot. I mean, I feel guided too, but it's what does it say? It says, yeah, sacred boundaries, creating boundaries for yourself. For yourself. That's what boundaries are. That's the most important thing. Oh my gosh. I mean, like, in regards to character building and, living a professional as well as personal life, like, you gotta have your boundaries. And what did we start with? Self-love. We started with self-love. I mean, self-respect, self-worth, knowing that who you are is greatness, expressing itself. So make proper boundaries for yourself that honor where you're really at emotionally, and whether that's work or school or I want to say dance, or with music. I mean, what it takes to become great, seeing other people do it. But perhaps when it's come to you and your greatness, you're like, oh no, like I don't know about that, or and it's just like, cut that, you know what I mean? Cut that. You do, and you will. It's just when you take a path, when you move, that's magic. When you take a step, though, the path unfolds. That's what I wanted to say, and you've been doing it without realizing for a long time, But if you're here, though, I do feel like saying, when you cycle through your experiences, when manifestations seemingly from the past resurface again, that something about that should be a huge indicator that you have either grown or stayed the same or need to grow. However, the intuitive nudge I'm getting is to actually celebrate your growth now, because how you are experiencing life is going to be very different from how you are going to experience life in the future. And it is really, really important, and I just want to keep saying this word, pertinent. I don't even use that word ever. That you create these proper boundaries and set them in a strong manner with yourself. Because if you don't do that with yourself first, then you're not going to be able to do that with other people. We know this. I feel we know this, right? However, the experience of it can feel very unfamiliar if you're not used to doing that type of thing. So, just like forgiveness, boundaries are for us, not necessarily the other people. And although it's happening for the other people in real time with you, it's for you. So, yeah, I want to say, don't give up on yourself. Please don't give up on yourself. That's the last thing you're going to do. And I'll just show you again. Destiny path, attract through glow, sacred boundaries. Voila. Beautiful. Yeah, so, okay. Not seeing everything in black and white. Really tuning into how you feel so that you can create proper boundaries. It almost feels like the moon is here in the background. I've never noticed that before. And then the sun. When you have boundaries, there is true freedom. So you actually will not know true freedom without boundaries. It just feels important to say. Let's get into it. Okay. I'm hearing folklore tarot. Oh wow. Oh, again, if you're here, thank you so much for being here, for being present, and know that you deserve to be celebrated on your journey. I mean, I feel like this video is not going to reach many people. However, it's about the quality of the experience that you're having in your life, and the quality of presence that you are embodying right now. It's going to make a huge difference to put your phone away to breathe, to really like tune in to you, to who you are, because you are way more invigorating, way more inspiring than you even realize. All right. I feel like saying last but not least. But it's like when the first card came out, so it's like you might be cutting yourself short in regards to your destiny. Got the Hermit. You might be hermiting, you might be feeling some solitary vibes, some alone time is good, yet where are we going with this? I don't know. Where are we going with this, Spirit? Might be a Virgo as well. You don't have to be, but Virgo, I really love Virgo because Virgo takes the details very seriously. The World. You might like some funk too. I'm hearing some funk. Someone probably walking by with a speaker playing. I don't know if you got that, but it was like funky. It was like da na da 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 na na. I don't know the name of the song, but oh, it's good. Ooh, this is your. I was thinking about this phrase, black sheep, and there's a song too that's similar in vibe. I don't know why it's coming up with the World, but ooh, this is the end of one era and the beginning of another for you. With the World. Yes. The world's getting ready to see you. Ooh, and just got full body chills. Feeling like I want to say, girl, what you are seeking is also seeking you. That is not a saying that I'm just saying for fun. That is real. Page of Swords, some incoming communication. You might be saying something. What's coming in, Spirit? What is this about? What is this Page of Swords about? I see still more snake vibes. Ooh. That doesn't have to be negative. A few cards wanted to come out. The one that's sideways, or honestly a bit reversed, is the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups is about contracts, I want to say. Past contracts, past lives, past engagements, I'm feeling. And you know, with the energy that I'm feeling, that's why I'm reading this way. I'm just letting Spirit take the wheel here, so that I can remove a lot of my own personal judgments on things and see the truth right away. And so you might be doing that right now, or especially now is a time for you to see very clearly what's really going on. Also, the Four of Swords and the Ten of Cups here. And I know these, especially if you're new to tarot, or like just not really knowing like the cards that I'm saying, I want to say that's my job. That's my job here. These cards are very, they're like cool and colorful, but they're not really like self-explanatory in regards to the imagery. So you kind of have to know. So there might be a skill that you have that you are mastering without realizing, because if someone else tried to step into your position right now, they would not know what they're doing. And not just any, like, or not just anyone could hop into your position. They would have to know a bit about what they're doing. So, I'm thinking like understudies. I'm thinking like someone needing to fill your space while you're gone. Where are you going? Well, the communication coming in. Interesting. So this Ten of Cups is evading me, actually. It's so funny because the Four of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Four of Swords meaning rest, I want to say rejuvenation, relaxing, and Ten of Cups would be, I mean, like incredibly fulfilling emotional vibes. I mean, I'm seeing this heart, this heart cup. Oh, you options. There's like a lot of different avenues you can go through to experience pleasure, the pleasure that you desire. the pleasure that you seek, but the pleasure that fulfills your soul, not just your desires or not just your ego, your egoic mind. Something about resting into the knowing of the fulfillment of your desires. Something about that. Because you're transforming death at the bottom. Yes. Sorry about the glare, by the way. I didn't acknowledge that sooner, but I guess I didn't need to. Where you don't see coming, the Hierophant. You are a teacher. You are teaching without realizing. There is something about tradition, also something about traditions, breaking them. Ooh, black sheep again. That's, I didn't talk about that actually very much. Sheep. Girls, I'm about to get up off here and walk away. I'm required. Okay, I'm gonna go do that. Excuse me real quick. Take a breath. Take a breath. Why don't you? Okay. All right. So something about what you're experiencing. I was saying getting up and walking away, like the black sheep does. The black sheep doesn't stay in a group that doesn't celebrate their growth, their individuality, or their success. So if you feel like you gotta get up and go, go. If the question is, this experience is coming up, that there is a time, an experience where I felt like, and this was a work-related thing, so you might resonate, you might not, but I was gonna say a classroom thing. It could be a classroom thing. Gosh, wow. I want to say, what are they teaching in schools these days? There was a moment in my work at one point where I felt like, okay, I can tell that there's this moment, I'm feeling a lot of dis-ease, a lot of disharmony, and I can either choose to leave my body right now and stay in this room, or I can leave the room and stay in my body. I feel like repeating that again. I could either leave my body and stay in this room, or I can leave this room and stay in my body. Now that is a really incredibly profound way to live your life, like being so tuned into the presence of who you are, honoring, respecting your own energy and time. If someone's not doing that and poses the question of whether or not you're going to stay in your body or not, leave the room. Leave the room. It'll be okay. It's not worth going through the emotional uproar, I want to say, to stay somewhere where where it's not even working, like, I want to say where you don't belong, you know? Something about inviting yourself to keep moving forward. Inviting yourself to keep moving forward, because no one's going to invite you to keep moving forward. It's you, right? I'm looking up sheep here, or I don't know if sheep's in this, but I want to see what the significance was. That's why I got up. I never said why I got up and got this book. It's a little animal speak pocket guide. I'm feeling a little bit of pushback, but not from you, from like viewers that this isn't meant for. Whoa. Yeah, what's that about? Yeah. I assume that whoever didn't want to be here can go, so. And that's the energy too that you're about to be stepping into, is like, girl, like you don't want to be here, don't. You can leave, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. It's actually recommended, you know? Shoot. Lamb. Interesting. Okay, so it's not, I don't see, there are not any like barn animals in this book. It's all like, you ain't some barn animal. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh my god, maybe that's the message, because there's no like lamb or sheep in this book at all. It's all like jungle animals. You know what? That's the message. That's hilarious, Spirit. Oh my God. Is that you ain't just you're not just some sheep. You know what I'm saying? And even though the phrase black sheep is signifying that you are different, you are even more different than you think. So you are some jungle fever. Oh my God. Well, not a fever, but like some jungle goddess, whatever is your vibe. You are something else. You are something different. Yeah, I'm different. Ooh. And I just looked at the bottom of this deck, quantum jump. You are quantum jumping into your dream timeline. It's all about perception. You might think you're waiting, but really, you're just switching things up without people looking. So make use of your time and be proud of the time. Be proud of how you're using your time when no one's looking. I don't think I have to make that clear. I think if you got that, you got that. And hey, perhaps maybe you'll listen to this at another time. All good. You don't have to ever get everything that's happening, right? It's just about moving forward when you get the inspiration, and also letting go of the outcome of whatever plan you think is the best plan for you. Just surrender to the highest good of all. Even if that's uncomfortable for you a little bit, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be worth it, I promise. So, oh, collective, thank you so much for being here. And I feel like, honestly, wrapping that up. Yeah, if you have resonated with this at all, or enjoyed, or there is something significant in here, I'm so proud of you, collective. I'm so proud of you, and for some reason I feel like I needed to say that. And if you haven't been hearing that or haven't heard that in a long time, just know that I am proud of you. You are an example. You set an example, and you are an exemplary person. I might not be saying that right, but you know what I mean. You're a good one. You're good people. And what you are seeking is seeking you.